So here we are again in Central City, Kentucky. Come to the visitor center for the Everly brothers, but which also includes Merle Travis, John Prine, and I can't remember the other guy, the musician. Just won't find out now. But prime reason for coming up here today, this time round, because we've done this before, is to just go to see the Everly statues. Back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River. Yes, let's go and see the statues, which are a new addition since since our last visit here. And here they are in the park. The festival founders Reverend Ted Everly is the Everly's cousin. Owned a car dealership out on what's now Everly Brothers Boulevard. Go past there now. Oh, and Beach Boys is playing Kokomo. Unlikely setting for a Beach Boys song. So here they are.
Ish.
And you got John Prine on that side, and they got the lyrics to Paradise, which I've got by the Everlys rather than John Prine, who wrote it. That more or less tells the story of Paradise, and more or less tells the story of Brownie as well, where Don was born. Same sort of story could be applied to Brownie, which no longer exists. And there's the information on the Everlys. The biggest influence on John and me was the Everly brothers. To this day I just think they're the greatest. We idolised them. We wanted to be them, Paul McCartney. So I won't read all that out. And there's the hits. I'm glad they put and many more at the bottom, because there's quite a few more than that. And Festival Square, which is what this is. Festival Square is made possible thanks to the generous support of our patrons. Reverend Ted and Shelby Everly family. Lots of people on there. And the Homecoming Music Festival that the Everlys more or less led for several years in the 80s and 90s. I'm not sure when it finished, actually. Oh, about 2002. From 88 to 2002. Oh, a lot of people on there, isn't there? Tammy on there, Bo Diddley, Keith Urban, Marty Stewart, Trace Adkins, Dwayne Eddy, John Hartford, Ricky Van Shelton. There's some pretty big names on there, to be fair. Oh, train coming, train coming. Let's go see the train. So if you want to find Festival Park, it's just off the main highway that travels through Central City, which is just there at those at that set of traffic lights there. Just come under the tunnel as you're coming into Central City. That's the next set of traffic lights. Turn left. It's in this first block. Ah, we're on to the train then. It was ding 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 in and stop now. Yeah. And from Festival Park, where the Everly's statues are, if you just carry on up the road here, well, don't thank him out. That's one of the prettiest church bells I've ever heard. Yeah, the visitor centre where they have the Everly Brothers stuff for you to see. If you come out to Festival Park, just carry on walking up this way, and it's on the corner of the next block. And Sharon can feel rain, look out. Spitting. Just on the next block, on the corner there. Okay, from here we'll go to the cemetery as we're passing it, just to Phil Everly's grave again. Pass. And from there we'll head up to the Bill Monroe Museum and grave. From Brownie to Iowa to Knoxville to Nashville to Hollywood to England and around the world, Don and Phil have taken the music of Kentucky as taught by their parents, and now they are bringing it back home to Central City. August 25th, 1988. So we've just come up Everly Brother Boulevard from down that way up into Rose Hill Cemetery here, just to call again to Phil's grave. The grass needs cutting a bit, doesn't it? And there's Ike Everly here. Ike Everly, and it's apparently in the Everly Brothers 10-year split, it was the only time they were back together was at Ike's funeral. Who's that? That's not an Everly, is it? No. And there's the Everly stone here. And just the other side is Mary Everly, Don and Sue's daughter. Obviously didn't survive his first marriage to Sue Ingram. And now it's starting to rain, so we're going to head off. We're going to head further east as it stands at the moment now, not too far, but to Rosine for the Bill Monroe Museum, and we'll just pay a visit to Bill Monroe's grave.
You want to get closer?
I'll zoom in.
Oh, okay.
So we're here in Rosine, Kentucky for the Bill Monroe Museum, and we're not getting out of the car a moment. There's absolutely cats and dogs out there. So this historic sign here, which is interesting. If it'll focus, I don't know if it'll focus from here. Oh, less raindrops. Virgil Earp. Virgil. Oh. Virgil Earp, 1843 to 1905, Western lawman and peace officer. Virgil Earp was born in Ohio County, Kentucky on July 18th, 1843. At the age of 18, Earp enlisted in the Union Army. Following the Civil War, he moved with his family throughout the West. In 1879, he was appointed Deputy U.S. Marshal in Arizona. Earp and his brother Wyatt are best known for their roles in the 1881 gunfight at the OK Corral.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
And he enlisted in the Union Army. I think Kentucky was very split.
I think he was going to say,
Civil War, wasn't it?
So yeah,
I think it was split.
half and half.
Yeah, I think Unionists and Confederates maybe evenly split in Kentucky. Okay, as soon as it eases off a bit, we'll go in the Bill Monroe Museum.
And we'll go and park up there then.
Kentucky, bluegrass music, home of bluegrass music, Bill Monroe. So we'll go in the museum in a moment. Actually stopped rain. It's been horrendous driving over from Central City over to Rosine. It's been horrendous. The wipers on full tilt, and still hardly can see anything. I didn't know the storm's still about. I don't think we've finished with it yet. And of course, to make it worse, obviously I didn't know these roads, and it's not an interstate obviously between the two towns, so I didn't know how bad patches of flooding might be or are known for flooding, so I had to really take my time because I couldn't see the road. Anyway, let's go. I'm not sure if you're allowed to film, but take pictures if you're allowed to film, but I'll take pictures if we can't.
Oh,
Stop raining.
yes. Did you film the front of it?
Yeah. So that was a stop at the Bill Monroe Museum. A nice little museum. It's only $5 each to get in.
They were nice.
Yes. Yeah, lovely couple of ladies in there looking after the place, and it's $5 to get in. There was a few, there's artefacts, Bill Monroe's furniture from his last home in Goodlettsville in Tennessee, a few instruments in there, and the last mandolin he ever played when he was in the hospice before he died in '96. His last car is in there, a Cadillac car. And a few displays then of people who he's influenced, and obviously look back at his career, starting with his brother Charlie. So yes, it was a little diversion to get here from Central City, barring the rain hammering down. Would only normally take about 25 minutes, half hour, so worth just popping up. The other half of the sign: the Earp family settled in Ohio County, Kentucky in 1827, where they stayed for 20 years. Nicholas Earp and Virginia Cooksey married in Hartford, Kentucky in 1840. While in Ohio County, Nicholas and Virginia farmed and had their first two sons, Virgil and James Earp. The Earps and their children moved to Illinois in 1845, so this is the first side of it really then, and then it goes on the other side to say about Virgil. Okay, we'll just pop out now in Rosine. That's the white building. Through the trees there is the general store. If we turn right there, just go up a few yards, and the cemetery's on the left for Bill Monroe's grave, so we'll just pop up there quickly. So can't miss Bill Monroe's grave here. It's the big one. Oh, and there's Charlie Monroe. And I'm not sure, but I'm assuming that is Charlie Monroe, Bill's brother. Oh, all the Monroe family are here. And Clara and John. James Monroe, 1857 to 1928. Melissa Monroe, July 1870 to 1921. Maud Bell Monroe, 1898 to 1961. So here is Bill Monroe's. Scottish and Dutch. There was a picture of, I'm zoomed in. Ancestry Scottish and Dutch. There was a picture of Bill Monroe in the museum up in Scotland, and I said I wonder if his heritage was Scottish. So William Bill Smith Monroe, September 13th 1911 to September 9th 1996. Bill and Stormy, and there's the inscription on there say William Smith Bill Monroe was the youngest of 8 children born to James Buchanan Monroe and Melissa Ann Van Diver Monroe at the Monroe home place on Jerusalem Ridge near Rosine, Kentucky. I won't read all that actually, it's very difficult to read all that. It probably comes out better on the camera actually. Oh, the bottom bit. Oh. In 1935 Bill Monroe married Carolyn Minnie Brown. They had children. Melissa Kathleen Monroe, born September 36, and two children. James William Monroe, born 41. Bill Monroe became a member of the Grand Ole Opry in Nashville, Tennessee in In 1939, during his career, he became a member of the Opry in 1939. During his career, he would sell millions of records, win many national awards for his music, and perform at the request of 4 United States presidents. God blessed Bill with a rare... leaf in the way. God blessed Bill with a rare musical genius and the willpower and determination necessary to bring his music to millions of fans around the world. For many of those fans, and for all of us who are members of his family, Bill Monroe is bluegrass music. Walk softly around this grave for my father, Bill Monroe, rests here as the blue moon of Kentucky shines on. Son James William Monroe. Oh, that was a bit difficult to read on that, actually. Somebody's put a little mandolin, wooden mandolin with the flower on it there. Yeah, this is all Monroe's over here as well. James, son of H.C. and N.M. Monroe. Oh, he was only 3 days old. And another one there, 4 days old. There's Harry Monroe and Speed and Jeannie E. Monroe. There's Monroe here as well. Speed Monroe, Kentucky. Private company. Infantry Regiment, World War One. Died January 67, yeah. So a lot of Monroes obviously up this way. Okay, that was our visit to the Everly Brothers Central City Visitor Centre, and over to Rosine, Kentucky. So we'll end it there, and because we're heading back down to the hotel in Nashville now, because we're off to the Opry tonight.